Proud Mary, keep on burning. Burning. We're rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling. Rolling on the river, rolling. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. 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 You're gonna find some people who live. We don't have to worry. You got nobody. People have it again. Yes, we'll keep on running. Keep on running. Rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Things that happen in a marriage that cause the damage, if you come down to the river, look like that, you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, you're gonna worry. People on the river have it again. Big wheel keep on turning, brown wheel keep on burning.
What does this mean? He David bought at Harosh, Asher Shtachal Hashem Elohim, Ve'in Rosh El Abodazar Shneimar, Ve'hi V'hu Samba Risha, Dov, V'nei Krosa, Fushai Arki, Karok Utato, Ve'adama Alosho. So again, David is about to worship idolatry. We'll see why in just a moment. A man by the name of Husha Arki. Husha Arki again, his clothing is torn. There's dirt on it. He said, so Husha said, David, what are you doing? You're going to say, a king like you, David worships idolatry?
Keep on turning.
Melech Shekamosi Argenu, Mutab Yabo Labodazar by his Kalashim Shanapress. Okay, so once I say now we're jumping. Part of the fallout, part of the punishment for the sin of Bathsheba is Hashem told David there's going to be a rebellion in your home. That was the rebellion of Avshalom. Avshalom was a result of the episode of Bathsheba. So now David refuses to do anything to Avshalom. He's not going to injure, he's not going to kill Avshalom. So David thinks he's going to lose the rebellion. David feels that if he loses the rebellion, there's going to be a tremendous chil Hashem. And people will have questions on Hashem. How can it be that HaKadosh Baruch Hu allowed David to lose this battle against Avshalom? So listen David's cheshbon. David says, you know what? I'm going to worship idolatry. People then say I'm an idolater. And then when I lose the battle against Avshalom, people will understand and say, oh, because he switched teams, went to idolatry. David HaMelech was concerned about the honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He was concerned that if he lost to Avshalom, it would make chil Hashem. So instead, he decides, let me worship idolatry, become an idolater, and then people will attribute my loss to the fact that I switched over to idolatry. And therefore, again, the sanctity of HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be preserved. Overwhelming. I'm going to say, a love for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, willingness like to take it for the team in such a dramatic way. All right. So the Gemara says, listen to this. So Amar, my time kind of sibas ifastar. So we'll say this is incredible. So Avshalom's mother was a woman by the name of Ma'acha. Ma'acha was a princess who David HaMelech, a Gentile who David HaMelech took as the Yifas Torah war bride. So Hushai Arki says to David, why did you marry a Yifas Torah? So Amrle, Yifas Torah, what a shaye. Yifas Torah is permitted. Amrle, lo darash the smuchrin. Did you not dash in the juxtaposition? So you might have the Yifas Torah, the Torah talking about. What does Torah talk about Barshas Kisei say? Sonakle, kia leish ben sorar umora. Kolanosi Yifas Torah, yesh lo ben sorar umora. Yeah, you're allowed to. But what comes right after the Yifas Torah section? Ben sorar umora. And I will say, I want to tell you, this seems to be like one of these conversations that's like rubbing salt in a wound. Like, I don't know exactly what the purpose of this was, but this happened a couple of decades earlier. But I was like, Hushai Arki saying that, David, by the way, why did you marry Macha to begin with? Almost as if there's any bearing on the story. Okay, anyway, He saves David from worshiping idolatry, but this was the Lord. Just understand, it might be the one time in history that someone was ready to worship idolatry out of immense love for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. David thought that if he lost to Avshalom as David Melech Yisrael, that would have been Chil Hashem. David was willing to give everything away for the sake of preserving the honor and dignity of the Ribbon Shalom. Overwhelming.
Big wheel keep on turning, turning the proud Mary. Keep on burning, and we rolling, 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 yeah, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling. Clean a lot of places in Memphis, and won't be a lot of Tane down in New Orleans. And I never found the good side of the sea until I hit the rock on the riverboat creek. You know that we'll keep on turning. On the proud, keep on burning. Rolling, 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 yeah, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling.
Next,
Need a lot of patience and medicine. Pumps a lot of Tane down in New Orleans. And I never found the good side of the city until I hitched a ride on the riverboat queen. You know the big wheel keep on turning. Not a primary keep on burning. And we rolling, 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 and rolling, rolling on a hill, rolling river. Never bumped a lot of train down in New Orleans. Never had a the good side of the city until I hit the ride on the riverboat creek. You know the river, keep on running. Not a primary burning. Rolling, 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 yeah, rolling, rolling on the river.
All right, have a great day, everyone.
Did this shit work?
All right, everyone, say good morning. Good morning. Let us begin.
How much song does it do?
To the Chazara Seder Chavur is so beautiful. So beautiful. Begin by thanking all of our sponsors for this morning here to thank our annual Torah sponsor, Tulsi Mishpacha, for dedicating all the Sherman Joshua this year as a chus for the Soros Tavos to Am Yisrael. Our Torah sponsors for the month of Nisan Abalim, the the celebration of Nisan birthdays of his wife Kathy and his granddaughter Tikva Esther Palik. Our now Torah sponsor the schools of Simchas for all of our children. For Nisan to be the month of Gula Shlema for Klal Yisrael. And Avram Machine, the Kelman in memory of Avram's mother, Sarah Braina Bas Yoshua Heschel. Zichron Libracha. We converted sponsors Paul and Kathy Powell, creation of the Yarzeit of Paul's father, Shmuel Ben's Ariel, great grandmother Cyril Bas Reb Dov.
And I never found a good side of the city until I hit the rock on the riverboat.
Soldiers should be successful. Those with that, let us give a lot to do today, or really a lot to do today. Baruch Hashem. Today's daf is Kuf Zayin 107. We are picking up on 106b. 12 days, and we are picking up. We are picking up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 lines down from the top. I'm going to grab Rabbi on the break. So my Rabbi said to his son, in general, don't expect.
Hitch a ride on the riverboat.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? In general, you know what Chazal always saying? It's not a healthy exercise to try to find fault in people, even in bad people. just not a good thing. The exception to this rule is Bilam. Why? The more negative you find about things, go ahead and darshan. I will say now the difference over here is that Bilam itself, there's so much text
This shit
to support
sucks.
this negative narrative. There's so many other supporting stories to support this.
Come on, you little
approach.
bitch.
So it's fascinating. So with Bilam, you can darshan as much negativity as you want, but with other Rishayim, even Rishayim, don't go ahead and spend too much time espousing or delving into their negative traits. Not a healthy exercise, not a good use of time to find the depth, to find the fault of people. So now we're going to focus on Doeg. Remember again, Doeg had Domi. We've spoken about him extensively, but now we're going to get into his story. Doeg was an advisor to Shaul. He just took a step back. Doeg's major event, for which he is essentially lost his own
little bitch.
For which he really is, in this list of negative personalities.
He goes
ahead and he seeks
chain down in New Orleans. Never had a good side of the city until I hit the ride on the riverboat.
He asked for two things. What are the two things? Food and weaponry. Nov was a city of Kohanim. Now remember again, circle back. Gemara says, false Yonasan for not going ahead and giving him food, sending him away. So he comes to Nov, he asks for food and weaponry. Nov gives it to him, and he tells them, I'm on a secret mission from the king, from Shaul. Nov gives it to him, of course, right? Understandably so. And then what ends up happening? And what ends up happening is Doeg tells Nov, by the way, Doeg tells Shaul, Nov is aiding and abetting your son-in-law, right? He's a fugitive. Shaul wipes out the entire city of Nov. One person escapes, but he goes ahead and he wipes out the city of Nov. This was the event. This was the event that really almost like sealed the fate of Shaul, sealed the fate of Doeg, and all of this is happening. And again, Doeg was doing this really, he didn't believe it. It was to cement his own hold on power. So the Gemara says,
how about you fucking?
So now that's Doeg. So Ksiv Doeg, Ksiv Doeg. So which one? What's the thing? I'm going to be open. So in the beginning, before Doeg did what he did,
scale 1 to 10.
Remember saying, in a family, sometimes a parent,
this shit
every child is different. Sometimes a parent looks at one of his kids and he's especially worried about one of his children because like that child is maybe more susceptible to other influences. That child is more susceptible to other things that may be going on. So this Baruch Hu worried about Doeg. He always worried about Doeg. That was Doeg going to go ahead and make the wrong life decisions. But that's lashon of Gad or Doeg. But after, unfortunately, again, Doeg kind of left the fold and really did some really terrible things. Amar vai sheyatza zeh. Look what he has done. Amar Yitzchak, might have said, Matis hala beroa hagibar. Chesed kel kol hayom. Baruch Hu said to Doeg, what are you doing? Lo gibar b'Torah ata? Aren't you strong in Torah? As Doeg was saying, says to him, what is the matter with you, Doeg? You're better than this. You can do better than this. Aren't you a gibar b'Torah? Aren't you strong in Torah? What benefit will you have from all of this negative behavior? Have I not shown you favor? Or do I not literally give you favor? The entire Bible says it's a tremendous musar. Almost as if HaKadosh Baruch Hu is pained by what Doeg is doing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going, you have everything going for you. You have Torah. You have me in your corner. Anything and everything you want in life you have. Why engage in this behavior? Overwhelming. Rabbi said, the Rasha Amar came, Malachal the Saprachuki. Hashem said to Doeg Rasha, Malachal the Saprachuki.
Worrying about the way that they might have been. Big wheel keep on turning. When the proud Mary keep on burning, and we rolling on the river, We need a lot of plates in Memphis, and we pumped a lot of cane down in New Orleans. And I never found a good side of the city until I hit the rock on the riverboat. You know that big wheel keep on turning.
We all have this. Knowing that our lives are
Primary keep on
what it is exactly we're learning.
and we're
I like
rolling
Doig's
on
Torah
the
was only from the lips outward. In other words, what was Doig's Torah? This is really profound. What was Doig's ultimate issue? He did not internalize his Torah. He didn't internalize his Torah was a pursuit. He was tremendous Talmud Chacham, but at the end of the day, it was never internalized. Rabbi Yitzchak might say that Vayiru Tzadikim Vayiru Allah Vayisachu. So B'tchila Yiru. In the beginning, people feared and they mocked him. He lost his name. Might say, he swallowed a treasure and then vomited it out. Yibama Shalom, Yamos Doeg. Baruch Hu says, please take Doeg's life. Please take his life. Like Baruch Hu is like, David Melech is done. Take his life. So here's the problem. Doeg has a lot of Torah. I can't kill him now. Wait till he forgets his Torah. Once he forgets his Torah, then I can go ahead and take his life. The father of David says,
side of the city until I hit the ride on the riverboat.
Says to David, I can't do anything to Doeg because his Torah protects him. Isn't this incredible? Doeg was a murderer. Right? Doeg was not a good guy. Doeg, again, the Mishnah says, doesn't have the head of Noam Hava. Yet the Rebbe says Torah is so powerful. You know what Chazal tell us is Torah is migna umatzla. It goes ahead and protects and it saves. So the Rebbe says, I know what I have to do to Doeg, but I can't do anything to him until he forgets his Torah. To which David responds, make him forget his Torah. Just make him forget his Torah. The power of the Torah that he learned, the power to save us, the power to protect us is overwhelming. Rabbi Yitzchak might say, גם על יפת ספרנס, אנחנו נשמעים לדבר. ניסי גוי לעלמא דאס. That's the first white line. That's what he says to David. It's crazy that Hashem is having this conversation with David. So Hashem says to David, let Doeg come into the world to come. Right? Let Doeg, allow. Hashem is asking David permission to allow Doeg to enter the Olam Haba. I'm going to find out. Gam Ayitis Haranas. At least let it be God was a transfer. Let it be that the Torah teachings in his name in the base medrash. I'm going to find out. Let it be uprooted from the tent to represent the tent. God says no. Lehavi, they've been in Rabbanon. So ultimately, let them at least have offspring who are Rabbanon. To which the Gemara says, let his roots be uprooted from the earth forever. In other words, we'll say, which is so fascinating. David HaMelech is filled with righteous anger towards Doeg. And essentially, David HaMelech felt, and remembering it was what David HaMelech was the concept about Tshuva. David HaMelech understood the power of Tshuva. What was the problem? Doeg didn't do it. Doeg didn't do it.
That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah. That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah. Why can you baby little pieces inside? And it makes me feel. And then you feel that again and again through my mind. And it takes me back. And the thing is awesome. I make it to fun. Trying to get your heart. It's like trying to get your star. Baby. That must be who you are.
What happened to the one?
Waiting for a star to fall. Carry your heart into my arms. That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah. Carry your heart into my arms. That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah. Carry your heart into my arms. That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah.
Rashi's on the left hand.
Come on, you little bitch. I can still shut down a party. I can hang with anybody. I can drink red wine and red wine, champagne all night, in the scotch on the rocks and I'm fine. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see you cutting up the floor in the sorority t-shirt, the same one you wore when we were sky high in Colorado, lips pressed against the bottle, swearing on the Bible, baby, I never leave you. I can never come there and need you. When I taste tequila, when I taste tequila.
That was the precision of his knowledge.
What is this bitch ass thing doing? Yo, dog. What's going on here? You been drinking tonight?
Rabbi said, no, in fact, Doeg and Achitophel.
Yo, dog. What is this bullshit?
Doeg and Achitophel asked 400 questions.
Yo.
In the sugya of the floating
trying to get your heart. It's like trying to get a star. That must be what you are. Waiting for a star to fall. Carry your heart into my arms. That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah. Waiting for a star to fall. Carry your heart into my arms. That's where you belong. In my arms. Baby, yeah. Baby, yeah, baby. Get your shit together, baby. Let's get this going. This motherfucker barking at fucking Chromebooks. Carry your heart into my arms. That's where you belong in my heart, baby, yeah. Waiting for a star to fall. Carry your heart into my arms, wiki. That's where you belong in my arms, baby, yeah. Waiting for a star to fall. Carry your heart into my arms. What? That's where you belong, huh? In arms, baby, yeah.